Next up in our small batch SMaSH series is Sorachi Ace with 100% wheat tasting 2. Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to have the second tasting of Sorachi Ace with a 100% wheat malt. Now this is brew in the bag, that's why I can get away with using a 100% wheat malt. If you're doing this as a 2-tier or 3-tier system, I would not even try it. The wheat's going to gum up, you're going to get a stuck sparge, and then you're going to go ballistics trying to get that out. Brew in the bag is a little bit different. You're using a bag with all the grains in there so you can pull it up and the water is going to fall out. Where you're going to Vorloff if you're using a mash tun or something, and it will get stuck. 100% wheat is going to get stuck. You could, if you're using 5 pounds of wheat, you could use 5 pounds of rice hulls and try it, but I would recommend only doing this and brew in the bag. This is a small batch, so 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. This recipe called for 2 pounds 4 ounces of white wheat. Sorachi Ace is actually 13.6 alpha acids, and this being a wheat beer, I want to try and keep it under 25 IBUs. Wheat beers, you don't want to go too high on the IBUs. 25 is what I stay under. Some people might say stay under 20. So because of that, I went 0.25 ounces at 10 minutes left in the boil. This is a 60-minute boil. 0.25 ounces at 5 minutes and 0.1 ounce at 1 minute. Then 0.4 ounces 3 days into dry hop. Would you have to dry hop a wheat beer? Probably not, but I wanted to use 1 ounce of hops, so that's why I went ahead and did it. Pre-boil gravity was 1026. Original gravity was 11 bricks or 1045. Finished gravity was 5 bricks. That is using a refractometer, so you have to do a calculation, which brings us to 5.18% ABV. Bottled on 8/18/2019. Today is 10/25, so almost 2 months old. This is using the Cooper's carbonation drops, the big ones, 2 per, usually 1 per 12 ounces. These are 22-ounce bottles. We should see some overcarb on this one, just because there would be a little extra sugar, and there is a crap ton of stuff at the bottom. Now we are using the Mr. Beer fermentation kits, the 2-gallon, yep, here we go, the 2-gallon like barrel, and the 1.5 gallon glass carboy, and it is coming up, so I'm going to pour. I learned my lesson from the Azaka one, that I paid attention to the directions or my brew sheet more, and it did go over. So there we go. Now Sorachi Ace. I didn't put any notes on this. Thought I did. I believe it's cedar and lemon and dill. If you did not watch our first review, Steve and I did, go back and watch that. This is going to have dill. I'm hoping it still has dill. We both like that dill kind of kick in the back. If you're not a dill fan, I would probably stay away from Sorachi Ace. Head on this beer, big bubbles. Big and medium-sized bubbles, about a half a finger of head. Bubbles are, or head is white. If we take a look at the color, yellow. There is stuff, protein yeast floating in there. Lots and lots of bubbles coming up. It is pretty clear. If you took out all the yeast and protein that's floating in there. A lot clearer than I thought it was going to be. Usually your wheat will cloudy a beer up, or it's used for head retention, which ours has settled down. It's probably just the carbonation of the whole thing. I don't know if you can see, the head is this big in the bottle right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get a smell. Full on lemongrass. Now, I just got done doing lemon drop. It was lemon drop Pilsner and lemon drop Vienna. That did have some of that lemongrass quality. This is all lemongrass with a touch of dill. I can't remember in the first tasting of this if we got the dill out of the smell. I am getting lemongrass with dill at the back. Man. Yeah, it's dill. Lemongrass dill. That dill is really starting to come on. I like dill. I just hope it's not overpowering this beer now. Let's go ahead and try and see what we get. Dill. Nice level of dill. Maybe a touch of citrus, but it is like smooth dill all the way through the whole entire palate. I could drink a ton of this. There is some wheat, maybe a tiny bit of wheaty quality in there, but not very much. That dill does take over pretty much everything. It's not blow you in your face though. It's nice level of dill. Aftertaste is all dill. Dill with maybe a touch of citrus in there. I like it. I know Steve liked the first one. I don't know how a lot of people are going to react. I want to play around with it to see how that dill comes in there. If you used it at the beginning of the boil, is it more pronounced? If I only used it as a dry hop, would you still taste it? Where does that dill fall in? Because technically I used all this at the end of the boil, so I don't know if I use some at the beginning, if it would be a stronger dill, or what would come of this beer with switching the hop additions around to see what I could get. But yeah, I like it. Good body, pushing medium, a little bit of wheat in the taste, dill all the way through, maybe a little citrus, dill in the aftertaste with a tiny bit of citrus. Carbonation level I think is good from all the bubbles. I was thinking it was going to be overcarbed, but I think it's fine. Definitely a very weird beer. This is my first time using Sorachi Ace. So we will be making more beers with it as I have a pound of it. But let me know what hops you like to pair Sorachi Ace with, or if you like to make a SMaSH beer, what addition times you add it at. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.